The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, check that. Street. Whip. Watch the whip.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Pass on 80. Three ball. Check. Fresno. Dragon 60.
Hurts. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there.
Azeez Ojulari.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Here's Hurts to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Eagles at 4-12 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
Here's Jackson. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can't it?
Look at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the NFL. Teams down the stretch playing really well, sometimes it doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Sometimes teams that aren't playing well now, if they have good leadership at the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs.
And instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 39, Jones dancing to his left. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
17 is Mike 17.
On 2nd and 9, Jones buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jones. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull the...
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Nyheim Hines hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Throwing is Hurts. Right back to Cook for another completion.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Azeez Ojulari.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Giants have moved out in front.
Gano for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hurts finding Goddard there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He's got Bellinger. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones steps away to his left. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Jones flushed out right.
Oh, it's Tony bringing it in.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Jones now. A final shot before break. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! 2nd half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. Gets around him.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
This is Hines. He'll take this to the 46. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Hines. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Barkley going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
From the 3-yard line again. They'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal.
Barkley again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Back to throw now in his own end zone. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Aaron Robinson in on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll set up a throw. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 48 yards.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Cook up the gut. And some room to roam now.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw caught by Tony.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Barkley inside handoff. Nifty move. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 5 now. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Back to throw. Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Hurts throws complete to Goddard.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles. A leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On first down, Hurts.
And one more time, that's Watkins. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give to Cook out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a leaping catch. He's got it.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Flush to his right.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And complete right side to Cook. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
To throw is Jones. That's going to be caught by Tony.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Jones.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Jones. Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
The slot man in motion right.
Now Jones. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
Jones.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here's Jones to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Jones looking around.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this is caught. That's Watkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Out route pass complete to Goddard.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the 1st down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
They'll run for it. Cook. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. On the move to his left. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They run with Hines. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now it's Hines. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Throwing Jones. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and it certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for the Giants, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-13 campaign. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.